I want to talk about a book that I've written. My book is called An Ordinary Man with an Extraordinary God. And God gave me that title many years ago. This has been a project that's been in the birthing process for many, many years. People ask me, well, Jim, how long did it take you to write your book? I said, well, it took me 53 years, literally, because it was inside of me, and God is just bringing it out now, and it's coming to this birthing process now where it's about to be birthed. But An Ordinary Man with an Extraordinary God is really my journey of the chapters of my life that God has walked me through. Number one, when I had him in my life, but I really wasn't following him, when I wasn't leading him. And some of you may be in that position right now where, God is in your life. Maybe you go to church, right? You read your Bible every once in a while. You pray in the morning and you pray at night, but you truly haven't submitted and given your life to Christ to lead you in every way of your life. And An Ordinary Man with an Extraordinary God is really just my template and me sharing my testimony of what God did with me, an ordinary man. And he showed me how extraordinary he was through all of my ups and my downs, my peaks and my valleys, my highs and my lows, my marriages, my divorces. He was always there. He never left me. And through every chapter of my life, as I wrote those chapters out, I was able to review those things, and God was able to review those chapters with me and said, well, Jimmy, let me show you. When you had the pen, let me show you. Let's see how your life was going when you had the pen and you were writing these chapters. And I remember one time I was in one of my darkest places after my second divorce, and I was seeking God, and like, God, I don't know if I can do this anymore. What is it that I'm not doing? What is it that I'm not doing right? Not only in my relationships, but in my relationships with my family, and my relationships in business, and just in all areas of my life, I was off balance. I wasn't in sync. I wasn't in alignment with God. And he told me, he said, Jim, in essence, I love you so much. He said, to these first, say, 48 chapters of your life, I gave you the pen, and I'll let you write these chapters. And through the ups and the downs and the bumps and the bruises and all the hard lessons that you learned, he said, I never left you. I was always there. He said, but I want to ask you something. I want to ask you to do this for me, because you tell me that you love me. And he said, if you give me that pen, right, and you let me write the chapters of your life, I will show you a life more amazing than you can ever imagine. And if you were seeking success, let me tell you, you will have the most success, you will have the most joy, the most love, the most peace, if you truly let me write the next chapters of your life. And once I did that, once I gave it all to God and I let him write those chapters, and don't get me wrong, he and I still go back and forth sometimes. We have those open discussions about, God, I don't know about this one. I don't know if I can do that. And he looks down at me and he goes, son, he says, Jimmy, I got this. So I want to encourage you, as you read An Ordinary Man with an Extraordinary God, it's going to walk you through some of the darkest valleys of my life, but it will also reveal to you the peaks and the valleys. It will explain and just share the highs of the highs of what God has done in my life, because I turned my life over to him and I let him lead my life. And again, it's called An Ordinary Man with an Extraordinary God, and it will bless you tremendously.